Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Libra reading happening on October the 2nd. You should be receiving this video on or about that exact date. So this is going to affect the area of your life where you are looking at your own habits, your routines, the way that you try to keep yourself more efficient and productive. So that includes our health. It includes the way we work with our neighbors and colleagues, friends, siblings. That's the area that this is impacting. This is going to be a general reading. So please, if you're interested in a personal reading, which would be much more specific to your situation, please check out the description box below where there is information about the different readings I offer. Thank you for being here. I'm grateful to be here, and I appreciate all the support that you give me in the ways that you give it to me. So let's get started, Taurus, with your overall energy for the new moon in Libra, the Two of Cups. This is about your sense of wholeness and completeness. This is you actually connecting with yourself in a much deeper way by looking at some of those difficult behaviors and experiences and healing those. You've made a stronger bond with your higher mind, where along with those negative behaviors or attitudes, you've uncovered your gifts, your skills, your natural talent, and you have understood that you have an incredible amount of potential that you may not have pursued, perhaps because you were not prioritizing yourself in the past. When you make this deep connection with yourself, this is something that's reflected in others around you and in all your relations. You tend to attract others who similarly feel self-sufficient, feel whole within themselves, join into relationship not to gain something that they can have for themselves, but to connect together, to work together, to be deeply connected and support each other mutually in whatever way that is required in your environment. So this is a card of deep connection, deep love, deep friendship, deep self-regard within, and something that is reflected outside of you in your relationships. In the 10th house, this is the way others see you, your social identity. You are absolutely a go-getter, a hard worker. You are disciplined. You are challenged. This card is actually advising you to pull back from being the fixer in the lives of others. Pull back from your advisement, your wisdom to others who, in many ways, distract you from your goals. There's an acceptance here of who you are as distinct from others around you. Because we're deeply connected to people doesn't mean they're just like us. It means that we agree on things. We have a similar sense of completeness, and we've identified goals beyond ourselves that we'd like to work together on. You are prioritizing your desires and needs. For whatever purpose, you are gaining a deeper acceptance of the things that are important to you and the things that are worthy of your pursuit, the things you're deserving of. And in that way, you're focusing in on travel, more education, expanding your experiences in the world, or simply building something of significance that is important to you. This has a lot to do with self-expression and being on your path. In the first house, your attitude, the Four of Cups, I like because it's describing some of the work that you've been doing along the way to find this deeper self-connection. And what that has looked like is you choosing relationships and opportunities that see you, that support you, that are mutually reciprocal, so that you are receiving perhaps offers or invitations that maybe once upon a time would have been a perfect match for you, but because you're considering them, you realize how much you've grown since when you cast that wish out into the universe, that instead of rejecting an offer, you're realizing that if this offer isn't what you think you want now, you can manifest what you do want, the perfect match for you, the thing that resonates with you now. So, this is about learning about manifestation, taking full responsibility for your reality. Everything you want, you have. If you want something else, then you know how to obtain that. But this is really about moving from your heart's desire. What are the things that are important to you? What resonates with you? What brings you joy? When you pursue those things, there's a whole shift in your social, your cultural, your emotional foundation. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your roots, your domestic environment, the King of Cups is again about your maturity, how much you have grown. This is you actually not only surviving some major obstacles and challenges in your life, but you're having learned something from each and every one. This is your not glossing over the bad times to get to the good times. This is not just looking at uh, the things that you want that are shiny and bright, but the real experiences you've had to go through, you've had to sacrifice to get those things. This is also about the ability to be vulnerable. If you're not vulnerable with yourself, as in looking deeply at the things that are fearful, the things you don't like, the things that make you uncomfortable, the difficult experiences you've had. What in the world could you have gained from those? That real work is what makes you compassionate today. Compassion doesn't mean that you forgive bad behavior. Au contraire, what it means is you recognize when others are struggling too, and you know how to, sometimes it's listen. That's the advisement, that's the counsel, that's the environment that they need to just let them hear themselves. Many times others will find the answer that you might offer them, and you might chime in with what they're finding. But this is that incredible big heart and big wisdom to just let people be who they are, to just be there to listen. This is a gift that you're cultivating. And it's very important for your domestic environment, your domestic stability, to your family, your loved ones. They need this from you because of your vast experience. It doesn't matter what that experience is. You've been through a lot. You've learned a lot. And understanding it, sharing with others helps you learn more. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, we have the Empress. This is one of your cards. The planet Venus is exemplified here, your ruling planet. This is about the balance of giving love and receiving love. This is again about stepping away from taking care of others, from overgiving. And when I say taking care of others, we never stop doing that. If we love others, we always are attentive to their needs. However, there is such a thing as overgiving. It's something many women learn as their reason for being. You are understanding that overgiving actually can push people away from you and create resentment in you for doing something that really someone else should be at least helping you to do, if not doing for themselves. You're learning the import of your help at a deeper level. What people really learn from you in the best way is the way that you accomplish your goals, the way that you express yourself, the things that have meaning and purpose for you, beauty, harmony, self-expression, beautiful things, beautiful objects, carefully tended possessions. These are part of your values. This is what you teach others by how you behave, by the beautiful home you've cultivated, by the comfort that you maintain around you in your life. That's an expression of your self-love, your self-care. This is what others see. This is what others are learning from. Not from you helping them or telling them what to do, but rather from your ability to be what it is others can learn from. This is the way I've done it, I hear you saying. This is the way you can do it too. And in the Soul's Journey Oracle, if this reading is resonating for you, please like this video, share it with others, and I'm going to please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Quite obviously, I kind of forget where I am sometimes. I pulled two cards, one the adversity card and one the freedom card. The adversity card first. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. This is strongly resonating with the cards here. And freedom reads, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I love this. This is so beautiful, right? And what is coming to me is how much work it is. Counter to our illusions about love, success, happiness, how much work it is to be true to yourself, to be free. What a great responsibility that is to you. I'm going to clarify the Four of Cups in the first house with the Three of Pentacles. I see you working with others. I actually see you working with others on a very distinct project. There may be a way that you and others, literally a threesome, are working to achieve something, but it's any number. It's collaborators. The key here is that there are no leaders, there are no bosses. There are no subordinates. This is everybody is equal in this collaboration. You're working together from your strengths, each of you, and you have the opportunity to lead, to show others, to teach, just as you have the same opportunities as others to follow, to learn, to listen. This is towards the accomplishment of something concrete, the elevating of your values. This is an important aspect of who you are, Taurus. Your values. You're hardworking, you're diligent, and you're disciplined. The King of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Wands. And this is really describing the way that the King of Cups has learned and gained knowledge and wisdom through the difficulties, through the adversity, through cutting through the assumptions and beliefs of others and recognizing that that's what it was. Understanding when others have an expectation of you that is not based on you, it's based on them, what they need. Your ability to cut through that, to understand that, to accept that, trying to comply or conform with the expectations of others is natural. We grow up with parents. We live in a society that assigns rules and expression to all of us. And we naturally follow along until we learn what our real purpose, our real goal, what we've truly learned, discovered about ourselves along the way. That's what gives us the power to prioritize our own beliefs based on who we are, based on our truths, not the truths of someone else. The Empress in the seventh house is clarified by the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. Sevens are always important, and you have a seven right here at the top of your chart. This is about being on your path, doing the work to obtain or achieve your goals. You're at a place where you can stand still. You're at a plateau. For some reason, you're in a position to change direction, change course, or redirect yourself more appropriately. But in order to do that, you have to assess, you have to pause, you have to evaluate where you're at and where you've been making your investments. Where have you been gathering your resources in order to work with more reward, work smarter so that you're gaining more for your effort, not to work harder? That's not the goal here. You know too much for that. You leveraging your knowledge, leveraging your strategy in order to gain more, to profit more, to get more out of what you've already invested in the path that you're on. And the Chariot is clarified with the Eight of Cups. There's a situation, perhaps it is something that's already happened or something that is yet to happen, where you're moving away from a very familiar environment. You're moving away from relationships that have been there, many of them productive relationships, many of them not so productive. But you can't learn anymore in this environment. In fact, you've gained the momentum to pursue something of significance to you in your life. This is you ready to take on the challenge of doing something different. And it does take a lot of courage. This does take a lot of clarity about who you are and what satisfies you, what gives you joy, how you want to live your life. And you're aware there's a challenge, there's something important that is significant to feeling accomplished, feeling that you've achieved something, feeling that you've tried something, if not succeeded at it or achieved it, that you could not rest unless you tried this. You made an effort. You stepped up to this challenge. So this feels like there is a new plateau of achievement waiting for you. Moving away from what's comfortable, that's a key, because comfort is important to you, Taurus. I'm going to finish up this reading with Chakra Love Oracle, and two of everything wants to come out. I pulled this chakra balance card, which means all your chakras are potentially in balance. You are actualizing your potential as we speak. Harmony makes the song of life sweeter. That's a very Venusian message. And here it outlines some of the gemstones that are pictured here. There's actually, and harmony is the key word. There's actually a gemstone here for every chakra, which is just simply informing you that everything is lit up in you. There is a column of light that exists that runs through your spine into the earth, that is the empowerment that you have been seeking. This is all pistons are fired up. So go, Taurus. Thank you so much for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.